This is going to come off a little bit foolish, probably to some people. But I've learned in this life that you really can't care what people think. Doesn't really matter. You got to love yourself. Sometimes you got to be a little bit bold. Jayden Daniels is playing like an MVP candidate right now. And I understand. We're 4 games into the season. His first game in the NFL wasn't great, but it was also against a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that's playing arguably the best football in the entire league right now. He's efficient with the football, completing over 80% of his passes. He's leading the team in rushing touchdowns. And the thing to me that's so special about Jayden Daniels is the fact that his game has translated to everyone else around him. He makes everyone else around him better. Because it would be one thing if it was just Jayden Daniels that was running the football and he was leading the team in rushing and all that. Brian Robinson has had one of the best starts to his career that I can remember. 66 carries, 307 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Austin Eckler, who I believe was out for this game, 13 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Now, Jeremy McNichols came in and did an absolutely great job against the Cardinals, 9 for 69 and 2 touchdowns. So just in the running game, and that's not even to mention Jayden Daniels, 46 carries for 218 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading the team in rushing touchdowns, by the way, and doing it with 20 less carries than Brian Robinson. Your offensive line is getting after it. I'm not going to cast any dispersions there, but the reason that your running game is so lethal right now is the fact that Jayden Daniels can pull it at any time, and it makes it extremely difficult for defenses to key in on him. And so Jayden Daniels right there, he immediately makes your run game better. Doesn't matter what it is. The next phase of that, too, is he's putting up points against NFL defenses that, I'll be honest, like I'll call a spade a spade. Like the Cardinals don't have the best defense in the league, but I mean, it's still the NFL. You cannot doubt any of this because it's not like he's, obviously we're in the NFL now, but the Cardinals, they all get paid professionally to play this thing. The Bengals have a good defense. They're not playing great right now. I'll also say that. But you have a good defense, and you're doing it against 2 defenses in the NFL right now. That is what it is. That's a face value thing. Also, the Giants have one of the better defenses in the NFL, and he was able to string through. He was able to start this winning streak, doing it against one of the better young defenses in the NFL. That's no cap. Also, yes, going up against the Bucs in Week 1 hurt because the Bucs defense is actually really good under Todd Bowles. But also, it's the fact that after that, everything could have gone downhill quickly. It didn't with Jayden Daniels. He's been efficient with the football. He's taken care of it. He is dispersing the football to all of his playmakers without his best tight end, by the way. And I mean, again, my fantasy team thanks you for that. And he's running the ball efficiently. Not to mention what that does for the defense, because he's efficient with the football, he doesn't turn it over, and they can run the ball and take up a lot of clock here. The defense, by association, can play its game, meaning the defensive line can get after it. The pressure is not necessarily on the linebackers and the corners and safeties to be able to get this thing done. And when you have the ball for most of the game because you're running the ball, taking care of it, and playing good defense, it makes you really hard to beat. And again, that's all just part of it because at the end of the day, Jayden Daniels is 4 games into the NFL, and he's completing 80% of his passes, only has 1 interception, and has a quarterback rating of 107.4. So again, I understand what it's like to come in here and to say that, yes, he's a young quarterback. There's only 4 games, but he's playing really well right now. Very well. And he's got his team on a 3-game winning streak on top of the NFC East. And I get it. He's in the MVP conversation, and he should be. He absolutely should be. And I think that this is, it's only going to get better for the Commanders. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Is Jayden Daniels playing like an MVP candidate right now? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.